this is the last boss. He's not really hard, but you do have to pay attention. So on a tank, he's the easiest on a tank of all the bosses. It didn't used to be that way. They changed his scorch power, or his overcook power that he uses, and first it did way too much damage and nobody could survive it. And then they turned it into where it did no damage at all and everyone can survive it. So they can't make up their minds. But now it's actually just a really easy boss. The only way you can lose to this boss is to mess up on the mechanics. Or, yeah, that's not true. We'll just go through it when we get in here. So this boss, the entire fight's a DPS check. And how much time you have is somewhat dependent upon how well you manage the mechanics in here. So as you fight, the battlefield gets smaller and smaller. So you gotta be careful. He drops bombs on us. So as a tank, just grab aggro and move off to the side just a little bit. Alright, so you see when he puts his arms up like that, he's gonna do bombs. When he does bombs, everybody stands on the same tile. Don't overlap into another one. And when the circles fill up, you move off. Adrian got killed. So after he does that, alright, DPS needs to fight him on his back left tire. That's what you want DPS to do, back left tire. So he's going to cook me one time and then he's going to do the chain. Now this is what used to kill everybody. It used to be a heal check, now it doesn't do anything. So how he's going to rush, he's going to dash somebody. If he dashes you, take him either here or here. Do not send him into the corners of the room. Don't send him anywhere else. Just there or there. And after he does this little thing that goes across the room, all the tiles blow up across the room, he drops bombs again. Everybody on the same tile. No overlap to the tile next to us. Then walk off when the circles fill up. DPS gets to his back left tire, and the tank, see how they got cooked? It's because they didn't get to his back left tire. Let me remind them. So sometimes during the fight, he will put individual bombs on somebody like Mystique just did. When you get those, find the row that you're on. We're on the first row. And just go drop the tile over there. They did the same thing to Anza right after it. And don't freak out. Don't try to dodge this. Just don't dash him into a corner like Anza just did. And if you got to dash him this way, dash him right there. Dash him right there or right there. But don't dash him into the corners. Definitely don't dash him over the lava. On the bombs again, and you go to the next row. As soon as the circles fill up, move off. And it's best to move off onto the tile next to you. If you're tanking, you want to tank this guy in a circular motion in the opposite direction of his spin. Because that first blast will kill you sometimes. See how he's got a red circle? He's going to go find a tile, put it on there. Now he skipped his rotation. He's dashing. Take him there. Take him there. Take him there. Don't put him in a corner. Now the reason for this, now he's doing bombs again. You see him put the arms up to his side. So the reason you don't take him into a corner and you don't put him on the lava is because, all right, here's another opportunity to show you. You want to tank him going the opposite way he spins, so you don't get hit by the front blast. So the reason you don't send him into the corners is because at the end of the fight, is a DPS check, and if he's in the corner, nobody can get combat advantage on him. So you don't want that. Don't send him into the corners. That's the last 10% of his health. See, he's getting dashed. Just take it. Just let him hit you. It doesn't really hurt. Watch how much damage it does. Anza dodged it. So, but you don't need to. It does about 200,000 damage. It's not that bad. Every tile can take 2 bombs. So at this point in the fight, after 50%, these little cars, you see them right there? These little cars pop up. Okay, Okay, now all their purpose is to blow up and push you. And what they try to do is push you into the fire, into the lava over there, which is an insta-kill. Tanks try to pull him out into the middle so the DPS can get behind him. Try to keep him away from the lava tiles, because so those little cars right there, the one that's next to Anza, can't push the DPS into the fire. Mystique aimed him at she aimed him kind of into a corner. It's not good. So now he's going to do this little thing where he blows up all the tiles. Nope, he skipped it and went straight for bombs. At this point, we're way ahead of the curve. It doesn't really matter what happens with these tiles, as long as we don't all get pushed into the lava. Remember to go the opposite way of the spin so you don't get hit by the first blast. And at 10%, he's going to stop doing everything he's doing. He's just going to sit still. He doesn't attack you anymore or anything like that. He just sits there. That's about to happen. So at this point, you want to use all your artifacts, anything that debuffs the boss. So he's doing the overcook because he started it, but he's not. He's just going to sit there from this point forward, even after it's over. And if you don't kill him fast enough, he explodes and kills everybody. But we killed him fast enough. And there's another chain, if somebody needs another chain. The engine paneling is only for tanks, so don't grab it unless you just want it for some reason as a DPS, but you have no need for it. The armor's not even that good. It has no use for a non-tank. And that was a nice, easy run. Come in here and you break the crystal and the chests appear. Or you release the crystal, whatever. And the chests appear. There they are.